Welcome back to the Better Your Life channel, where we discuss all things relating to anxiety and our mental well-being. Now, in today's video, we're going to look at understanding why we may feel a little bit more anxious than usual around the Christmas period. Now, the festive season is often seen as a time for joy, togetherness, and celebration. Yet for many of us, Christmas can also bring overwhelming stress and anxiety. Whether it's the pressure to create the perfect holiday, whether it's financial strain, the attending additional social engagements, or managing the general emotional drain of the season, it's no wonder that Christmas holidays can sometimes feel more of a challenge than a celebration. Now, if this resonates with you, you're not alone. Understanding and addressing Christmas anxiety is the first step to reclaiming festive fun. Christmas anxiety refers to heightened feelings of stress, worry, or general unease brought on by the holiday period. Now, while the season is marketed as a time of happiness and generosity, the pressure to meet societal expectations can make it difficult for some of us to relax and enjoy the festivities. Now, Christmas anxiety refers specifically to the unique pressures and expectations of the Christmas holiday season. So it's helpful to recognise the signs of Christmas anxiety early on so we can address them effectively. Some of the common symptoms include feeling irritable and overwhelmed when you start to see the decorations in the shops and you can feel that Christmas is coming. We may have trouble sleeping or have disrupted sleep routines as things are changing, there's parties going on, there's more social activities. We might be avoiding holiday-related tasks, have this constant worry about meeting expectations, and we might worry and dread the financial situation. Now, you may find that your anxiety is increasing as we get closer to the holiday season and you are putting off tasks that relate to Christmas. Perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed by everything you believe needs to be done, or feeling more isolated as everyone else talks about meeting up with friends and family. It could be that you have that dread of being expected to attend all the Christmas parties and more social gatherings. Now, by identifying these signs, we can take proactive steps to manage holiday stress and prevent it from escalating. The reasons for Christmas anxiety will vary from person to person, but some common causes include: number one, financial pressure, the cost of gifts, buying gifts, giving gifts, the cost of food, decorations, the cost of social events and travel. It can quickly add up, causing financial stress. We may be worrying about social obligations and attending numerous parties, gatherings and events that can feel overwhelming, especially for those of us who experience social anxiety. Number three, perfectionism. That's another reason. The desire to create a perfect Christmas can lead to burnout as we try to meet unrealistic standards and expectations. Try and remind yourself that there's no such thing as perfection, and it is an unattainable expectation where we set ourselves up for failure. The fourth reason could be disrupted routines. The change in schedules due to the festive season can be unsettling, especially for those of us who struggle with anxiety and rely on specific structures and routines for our mental well-being. Number five, it could be grief and loneliness. For some of us, Christmas brings up feelings of sadness and isolation, particularly if we're missing loved ones or feel disconnected from others. Maybe you have lost someone this year who was close to you, and this will be your first Christmas without them. If this is the case, be gentle with yourself. Don't try and force Christmas to be the same as before. You can choose to put some of the old traditions on hold or even start some new traditions. So if you struggle with anxiety, you may wish to check out some of the free resources in the description when you have finished watching this video. Now, there's quite a few on there, so if you're not sure where to start, I would suggest starting with the Anxious Thoughts Diary workbook, as this helps you to take back control of your situation and your emotions and offers light at the end of the tunnel. Also, if you're finding this helpful, please do go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so you are kept up to date with all our latest videos and all the links to the free resources in the description. So let's look at some practical tips for managing Christmas anxiety. The first one I'd say is set realistic expectations. The idea of a flawless Christmas is, in reality, only a fantasy. Instead, focus on what truly matters to you. Now, it may be spending quality time with loved ones. It may be enjoying your favourite festive treats, or simply taking the time to relax in front of the television. Remind yourself that it's okay to embrace change and even imperfection as part of the holiday season. Being present and in the moment often creates more opportunities for fun and laughter than a minute-by-minute plan of action. Second tip, budget wisely and creatively. Financial strain can be one of the biggest stressors during the Christmas period. Now, strategies to manage our spending can include things like setting a budget. Decide in advance how much you can afford to spend during the festive season. Once you know your budget, break it down into further subsections. For example, gifts, food, social events, decorations, and then stick to it. Now, don't forget to include things like travel, taxi fares, or any outfits that you are planning to buy. Create a list of what you need and stick to it. Using the budget plan that you have already previously set, create a list for each subsection. This helps you to have an overview of all your spending, so you can adapt the budget if need to. You can choose thoughtful gifts. Handmade or personalised gifts are often more meaningful and cost-effective than expensive purchases. People appreciate them more usually. Simplify gift giving. Suggest secret Santas or family gift exchanges to reduce the number of presents you need to buy. Or maybe you decide to just buy for the children instead. We can plan ahead. Shopping early helps us avoid last-minute panic buying, which often leads to overspending. You may also wish to shop online instead of in-store, as it's easier to keep track of your spending and take any items out of the basket if you do go over budget. Taking control of your finances helps you feel more empowered during the Christmas holiday period. We can plan and prioritise. Now, when there is so much to do, it is easy to feel overwhelmed by all the tasks that need doing. Being organised can ease this feeling and ease this feeling of being overwhelmed by holiday tasks. Now, many years ago, before I was an anxiety therapist, I was a project manager in the city. It is not uncommon for me to plan an event in the same way I would plan a £1 million project. I like to know the dependencies of each task so I can ensure I have the big picture over how something is going to work out and make sure it's exactly as I expect it to. Now, I'm clearly not suggesting you need to go to these lengths. However, I would recommend that you make lists. Write down everything you need to do and then rank the to-do list, the items in order of importance, and understand the dependency of one item on the next. I use my productivity workbook that's over in the description to help me do this, as it breaks tasks down and helps me to recognise both the urgent tasks and the important tasks, because sometimes they're not both. Delegate tasks. We don't have to do everything ourselves. Asking family and friends for help can lighten the load. Furthermore, sharing tasks with others can also make them more fun. Can you arrange for a friend to come over and wrap presents together while having a catch-up? You can break tasks down. Tackling one at a time makes the workload feel more manageable, and we can also feel that we are making more progress when we can tick off smaller tasks and mark them as complete. Now, this releases the reward chemical dopamine. So by pacing ourselves and being proactive, we create space to enjoy the holiday season without unnecessary additional stress. Now, this is a really important one. Practice self-care. Amid all the hustle and bustle of the festive season, it's vital for us to look after ourselves. When we are overwhelmed with tasks or worries, it is often our own self-care that is neglected at first. Prioritise rest. Ensure you dedicate time for relaxation and downtime, whether it's with a good book, a favourite film, meditation, or a warm bath, whatever works for you. Now, I sometimes have to block out specific times in my diary for relaxing when my schedule becomes overwhelming. So that's a top tip. If you need to block it out, then do so. I also recognise that when I don't have time to meditate regularly, that is when I need it most. Now, you can stay active. A brisk walk in nature, practicing yoga, or even dancing around the kitchen to your favourite Christmas tunes can reduce anxiety and improve our mood, as exercises releases endorphins and they are our body's natural mood enhancers. Maintain your sleep routines. Sticking to regular sleep patterns is essential for keeping our energy levels, our immunity, and our mental well-being in an optimal state. Our bodies repair themselves whilst we sleep. The brain organises and stores new information and gets rid of any toxic waste. Nerve cells communicate and reorganise themselves, which supports healthy brain function. Our body repairs cells and restores our energy levels. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential for managing everyday life, and this is especially true during the hectic holiday season. You can try mindful techniques as well, such as deep breathing or meditation to stay present and calm in the moment. Now, before we continue, you may be wondering, who am I and how am I qualified to give you this advice? Well, my name is Jennifer Roblin and I am an anxiety specialist and therapist, and I have helped thousands of people learn the tools and strategies to manage anxiety and uncover the root cause that is unique to them. I am the founder of Better Your Life, and my team and I are passionate about helping individuals who are currently struggling with anxiety, stress, and burnout. So another top tip is learn to say no. Saying yes to every invitation or request can lead to exhaustion and burnout. It is important to set boundaries by politely declining offers when we feel overstretched. Prioritise your own mental well-being first. You can say things like, thank you very much for the invite, but I need some time to recharge. Or, I'd love to help you, but my schedule is already full. By protecting our time and energy, we'll feel more in control of our commitments. Saying no can be particularly hard if we like to people please. However, it's worth remembering that when we say yes to others, we are saying no to ourselves. Stay connected. If you're feeling lonely or isolated during Christmas, prioritise connecting with others. Reach out. A phone call or a message to a friend and family member can make all the difference. Don't wait for somebody to reach out to you. Be proactive. You can join local events. Now, attending local community gatherings or volunteering can help us feel a sense of belonging and can give us a sense of purpose. When we volunteer, our brain releases the dose chemicals, that's dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, which all contribute to a feeling of well-being. There are so many ways we can give back to our community, whether it's helping out at a soup kitchen for the homeless, calling and connecting with someone who is already feeling lonely themselves and isolated, or we could be supporting an animal shelter at this time of year. Find the right opportunity for you that is aligned with your own interests, and you'll probably make friends along the way too. Now, make the most of technology. We're lucky enough to be able to video call. This helps us keep even more connected with the loved ones who live far away. Now, by focusing on meaningful connections, even virtually, we can create a sense of togetherness during the Christmas season. Now, one of my favourites is focusing on gratitude and positivity. Practicing gratitude can help us shift our mindset. Starting a festive gratitude journal where we note down 3 things that we are thankful for each day can be a powerful tool. Now, gratitude involves focusing and appreciating the positive aspects of our life. Keeping a gratitude journal or simply taking time each day to reflect on what we are thankful for can improve our mood and reduce stress. Now, it doesn't need to be anything big. It may be as simple as feeling the sun on our face, or having a smile from a stranger, or seeing a beautiful sky. Practicing gratitude before bed also encourages us to have a better night's sleep. We can also create stress-free alternatives to the stereotypical Christmas. We can choose if we want to follow societal norms or rethink our current Christmas traditions and activities that may be adding unnecessary stress. For example, we could simplify gatherings by hosting a casual brunch instead of a formal Christmas meal with all the trimmings. We could choose to replace physical gifts with experiences like a shared day out after Christmas, or a kind gesture, or even dinner together in the new year. Now, by adapting traditions to suit our needs, we can make Christmas season feel more manageable and more enjoyable. Now, if you need further support to overcome anxiety, a trained anxiety therapist can prescribe a personalised plan to help you understand the underlying cause, as well as help develop healthy coping strategies that are focused around your individual needs. Overcoming anxiety is a journey that involves a combination of techniques and strategies. Remember, you don't have to face this alone. Help is available. You can better your life and overcome your anxious thoughts and behaviours one step at a time. Now, taking care of our mental health is an essential part of our overall well-being. And if left unresolved, anxiety can spiral out of control pretty quickly, and it can have a significant impact on relationships, work, school, and family life. Now, it's my belief that no one needs to struggle with anxiety. We just need the strategies and techniques to overcome it. So if you want to take the next step and have a happier life where your fears no longer hold you back, click on the link below and book a free, no obligation consultation call. Please also have a look at the free resources as well. They're all over in the description. Now, while these workbooks cannot eliminate anxiety or get to the root cause, they do go a long way in aiding you on your journey. And please share your top tips and comments below, as we really love to hear from you and hear what works for you. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more insights, and share it with anyone who might benefit. Now, remember, you're not alone, and there are multiple ways to take back control and better your life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.